Hello viewers, this is attorney Gehi and today is a discussion on a very important topic. This is something new. We haven't heard of this before. But yes, this law was passed in 1996. What is this law? People are worried, people are calling me saying, Mr. Gehi, I'm reading the news and I'm hearing that immigration officers will be able to deport me to my home country without getting an opportunity to appear before an immigration judge. Now, what is this law? The law on the point is that if you are in this country, even if you came on a visitor's visa, or if you came on any other type of visa to this country, and if you lose your status in the United States and you become undocumented, which means you fall out of status, that's a more appropriate word. If immigration intercepts you, and if they find that you've been here for less than 2 years, a regular immigration officer is given the authority to handcuff you, put you in jail, and deport you without having a judge review your documents. Now, in the past, people used to come to America from different countries. They used to come from India, they would come from Europe, they would come from Nepal, they would come from Trinidad, Guyana, Africa, everywhere in the world. And they would come on a visitor's visa and they would overstay the visa, thinking that one day they will be able to become legal in the country. But the Trump administration has instituted a law. The Trump administration has instituted a law which came into effect in 1996. And according to this law, even if you came on a visitor's visa and if you overstayed your visa, an immigration officer can catch you and send you back to your home country without seeing an immigration judge. So what can you do to protect yourself? Now, if you came in on a visitor visa, you came in any other type of visa to this country, you overstayed your visa. First thing is, do not go towards the border. There's a lot of checking which has been happening towards the border. Secondly, which I tell people, if you're dating someone even now, open up your heart and speak to that person and say 3 beautiful words. I love you. I love you. What beautiful words, right? And that person may say, this is the news I was waiting for from your end. And better say the I love you to an American citizen. Don't marry another undocumented person, because you might have more problems than you should be. So make sure that you say your I love you to the right person. So if you marry an American citizen, the good news for you is that if you entered with a visa, or even if you entered without a visa, you may be eligible for a green card. So folks, remember, marriage can play a major role. And there are hundreds of families that call me from all over the United States. We have people from Florida, from Indiana, and we handle cases, marriage-based complicated cases. And family-based immigration is something that I love helping families. So sometimes someone's brother's stuck in a foreign country, someone's sister's stuck abroad, someone's parents are stuck abroad. We do our best as much as we can. But remember one thing, folks. It is a difficult system. The laws are very, very cumbersome. So sometimes things do take time. And because you're dealing with immigration, folks. And the laws are very, very, very primitive, extremely mundane, archaic, or whatever you call it. It's just, a maze of complexities is the best way to describe the immigration laws of the United States of America. So remember, bottom line is, If you are out of status, if you're undocumented, start getting your acts together, because if immigration picks you up and if you've been here for less than 2 years, you'll be put on a flight and sent back to your home country, and that's going to be the story. So rather than that, start talking to your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or your same-sex partner. Think about marriage. If not, there's another option for people. If you think you're going to be persecuted in your country because of your race, because of your religion, or because of your political opinion, or because of your membership in a social group, apply for political asylum. There was a question from the viewer. There was a question from a viewer from our wonderful show that happens every Wednesday at 11:30, and the question was, Mr. Gehi, can I apply for late asylum? Now let me get further into the question. His question was, can I apply for an asylum after 1 year? The answer is yes, you can apply. There is no law that bars you from applying, but the law is for you to prove that why you did not apply for asylum within 1 year. Can be because of exceptional circumstances, can be because of changed country conditions. You've got to fight that before the judge. Now what happens if you do not win on asylum? You may win on withholding of removal, wherein you don't have to file your case within 1 year. Or you may win under the Convention Against Torture. So bottom line is that there are sometimes that people don't file asylums because they think a little too much. For example, I had this wonderful client who was a gay, and he couldn't tell his parents, he couldn't tell anybody that he was a gay. And I did understand the situation. He was very late. But the judge understood the situation, and the judge waived the 1 year. He said, I don't care about the 1 year. Since basically I understand where you're coming from, I'm going to waive the 1 year and grant you asylum. And that did happen in one of our cases. Prior results do not guarantee future outcome. But at the end of the day, since immigration is becoming difficult, and as I'm repeating the topic again, the topic was that if you are out of status, illegal, undocumented, and you've been in this country for less than 2 years, you are at a very high risk of being picked up and getting deported if you are intercepted by immigration officers. And that can happen in Queens, Manhattan, Brooklyn, anywhere. Please don't misunderstand that it's only going to happen at the border. What should you do? Either consider late asylum, or get married to an American citizen, or even a green card holder, because we may be able to do something for you. So this is Attorney Narashen Gehi, and next week's topic is going to be a very, very important topic, and we are going to talk about people whose relatives have been waiting for visas in foreign countries, and they've been stuck up over there because they are not hearing from the consulate. So next week's program is going to be, how can you get your relative who's stuck abroad after consular processing? This is Attorney Narashen Gehi. We'll be back again with some more information from the world of law. The instant program constitutes an attorney advertisement under the laws of the state of New York, and we handle immigration cases from all over the United States and the world. And if you want to reach us, you may call us at 718-764-6911 for a free initial personal consultation, and our email address is info@gehilaw.com.